Hey guys, this is Fantasy Aces. I'm Ryan here.
Not Vipnayani.
We're going to have a quick show for you today. We're going to go over defenses to pick up and the injury report. So to start out, the defenses I like for this week. I like the Carolina Panthers at the Arizona Cardinals. Arizona's been alright on offense this year with Larry Fitzgerald and Michael Floyd, but they cannot protect Carson Palmer. He's still getting sacked.
They also don't have much of a running game.
No, they do not. Rashard Mendenhall has not been good. I don't even think Ryan Williams is playing.
No, he's not.
So, I like Carolina's front seven this year, too, has also been very stellar.
Their DNs have been real studs, Greg Hardy and Charles Johnson.
So, I like Carolina as a defense. I also like St. Louis against Jacksonville. Why? Because it's Jacksonville. There's nothing else to say for that one. I like Atlanta against the Jets. The Jets have been all right this year on offense.
No,
but
you really need to think about Santonio Holmes being out for about a month, and then Stephen Hill still not getting over his concussion. So their receiving core is pretty depleted. They can't rely on Bilal Powell the whole time.
Plus, Geno Smith's still a rookie. He's going to make mistakes. I think Atlanta's going to capitalize on that. I think the defense will play solid this week. Lastly, we got Cleveland against the Bills. Now, Cleveland's defense has been solid throughout the whole year. This is primarily because the Bills' offense is just so beat up this week.
Yeah, C.J. Spiller has been dealing with nagging injuries, hasn't been too productive lately. Fred Jackson's actually been more productive than C.J. Spiller, but he's had some nagging injuries as well. And then their wide receiver one, Stevie Johnson, is also nicked up.
I don't even think Spiller's playing this week.
No, he's questionable.
I don't know. I think Jackson's probably going to get the boatload of the carries, though, but even he's going to be nicked up. So I like Cleveland to dominate the Bills there. All right, I think we're going to do the injury report.
All right, sounds like it's my time. All right, Jake Locker's actually out for the Titans, so Fitzpatrick is actually going to start. Now, I would actually only start Fitzpatrick in 2 QB leagues, and that's iffy because he should only be maybe a bye-week filler. We really don't know what to expect from him, so only when you're forced into the situation, pick him up and use him.
I do like Fitzpatrick, though, as a wait and see. He's Fitzmagic with the Bills a few years ago. I think he can be all right if you don't have a quarterback.
He'll put up numbers, but he'll also put up turnovers. Think of Eli Manning this year. He can put up a lot of numbers. He can put up a couple touchdowns.
Eli Manning got 450 yards first week.
And he also got 3 interceptions and a fumble. So just keep that in mind. Now, Terrell Pryor is actually starting for Oakland again. And Matt Flynn is not the second option at quarterback anymore. He's actually been demoted to the third option. Matt McGloin, an undrafted rookie out of Penn State, has actually supplanted him. So completely drop Flynn. There's no reason to have him anymore. Pryor can be started because of his rushing ability. Now, Ahmad Bradshaw, running back from the Colts, he's probably not going to play, but even if he does, Trent Richardson's the only running back I really trust. He's going to get the goal line hammer touches and one of the carries other than that. So I don't really trust Bradshaw because his injuries over the years have always kept him in and out of lineups. So he's just really a wait and see. Now, Steven Jackson hasn't been medically cleared to play yet, so I would still stick with Rodgers and Snelling. Last week, Rodgers actually had a better week than Snelling.
He did.
So if you have to choose between one of them, I would go with Rodgers. Now, Eddie Lacy, running back for the Packers, he has been given a go. He's completely healthy, at least for this week, to play. James Starks is out right now, so he's the one to have.
Still got Jonathan Franklin back there, though.
But he's also nicked up a little bit, too, so we'll see. That bye week might have helped.
I think they'll split carries, though.
Okay. Now, for the Patriots, Danny Amendola and Robert Gronkowski, they're just so injury-prone. You really don't want to trust them until they show you something. But I really have a good feeling that Amendola is going to play. He was questionable last week. I have a good feeling he's going to play. I did think Gronk would play this week, but word now is they're leaning towards pushing it back one more week, so we'll see.
I expect Gronk back next week. Amendola, I think, though, will definitely play this week.
All right. And if Amendola plays, Julian Edelman will be getting less touches. So his production will come a lot from punt returns, not as much from catches this time.
I think you're also going to see a big decrease in Kendrell Tompkins there.
That's true.
If you have him.
Only if Gronk comes back as well.
Because now he gets bumped down to the third-string receiver.
All right, like we said before, Stephen Hill and Santonio Holmes, receivers for the Jets, are both out. So Kellen Winslow, their tight end, should get a big increase in touches, like week 1 when Holmes was still nicked up and they didn't trust Stephen Hill. I wouldn't trust Geno Smith yet, just because, well, what's he going to do with one tight end to throw to? So, but definitely play Winslow if you can get him. Let's see, what else do we got? Miles Austin. He's got an injured knee. He might not play. If he doesn't play, Terrence Williams should get a lot more touches, but he did fumble, and he does have unreliable hands, but he's still a rookie, so we'll see what happens there.
I mean, that Cowboys offense has been fairly solid with Dez Bryant. I don't expect much to change there.
That's true. Now, with Jacksonville receivers, usually we don't trust anybody from Jacksonville, but Cecil Shorts has been productive so far this season and last season. The problem right now is, one, Henny's not playing, and they put in Gabbard instead. That decreases Cecil Shorts' value. On top of that, Justin Blackman actually comes back from his
suspension.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Blackman's going to take away some touches from Cecil Shorts already.
All right, I think that's it for the week. Once again, we're Fantasy Aces. I'm Ryan Hare.
And I'm Vip Nayani.
Bye.